Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to some additional Backloggery. This will be the one we do this week. Try to do one every week. Not every week happens, but that's okay. Again, as a reminder, this is going to be a just a quick, chill Backloggery section for about an hour and 45-ish minutes before the state of play. That's going to be at 5 PM Eastern time today. We'll be doing a live reaction to that, just like we did with the Resident Evil presentation. I'm not gonna really start speculating or getting my hopes up or anything right now, so we're just gonna roll with it. I already set some of my predictions in the previous streams, and you know what? This time I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let it happen. PlayStation did drop like a bunch of trailers for other things today, like before the state of play happened. So I guess they're getting like the smaller announcements out of the way before the main big thing. But yeah, so because we're done with the PlayStation 3 collection, and I didn't take my time to take some pictures of my physical collection for other things, what we're going to do today, as you may have seen already, is Steam. Not all of Steam, just a little bit of Steam. But we're gonna get to some of these now, and I just have this listed in alphabetical order. There's a lot of them. So yeah, there's no way we can do... I don't think I'm gonna do like all of the Steam games in the next couple of Backloggery streams. We'll just do a couple of them right now, and then next time I'll for sure have a different collection ready. And then we'll go back, and then we'll go back to Steam, and like so and so. Basically, that's going to be the plan. We got 79 games added right now. Let me pull that up over here. Hey, Collabs, you made it. Bing. How you doing? So yeah, we're going to be doing Steam today. I might actually check out some of the trailers, because I watched some of the trailers that PlayStation dropped today before the state of play already. But some of them are kind of cool. Maybe they might have dropped some more since the last time I checked. So we'll have to see what happens. Okay, so now we could actually list Steam games as Steam and not just PC. But I'm just gonna list them under PC. It's gonna get really convoluted if we start listing like the different kinds of services available on PC, so like Steam and Good Old Games and Epic Game Store, and then just download it off of the internet. Yeah, all of that's just not gonna work out. So playing that Viking games on the recommendations that I play until the end of the first half. It's surprisingly hard to put down. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Now I know you say it was something of Midgard and not Valheim. I know that's the big like Viking game of the moment. Everybody's talking about Valheim. I mean, I'm not, but everybody else is talking about Valheim, so that's a cool thing. All right, so let's just get started here. So the very first game on the list is 100% orange juice. This, as far as I know, is a... I should not click on every game, because I might have a couple of NSFW pictures screenshotted in some games. Now that I think about it, okay, I need to remember to not click on like the particular loot games that I've already played. All right, but anyways, 100% orange juice. It is a, as far as I know, it's like a Mario Party. Well, not Mario Party, but just like a party game. But with characters from the company, 100% orange. I believe that the name of the company, the studio, is in fact 100% orange juice. Well, not 100% orange juice, but just orange juice in Fruit Bat Factory. Okay, that's what it is. Is orange juice a loot game? I can't confirm that it isn't. I don't think it's like super loot, but I can't confirm that an anime game is not loot. But yes, it's a Mario Party game. it's also said to be really hard. But a lot of people really like it. So, I believe Kotori was playing that the other day. She dropped by the stream yesterday, and then Paprika Gal was the one we rated last week. They also play this game. So, hey, maybe I'll check it out one of these days. Maybe I can play with one of them. I don't know. Vikings of Megars, an indie RPG unusually loaded with furries. That's a sentence. Yeah, the one guy kept pestering me to play. Why are there so many characters? I mean, I recognize a couple of them. So like, this girl. I think maybe her. Her for sure. Pretty sure that's... Yeah, like a couple of these are from that Acceleration of Sugary game that I have on PS3. But not all of them, so I'm guessing these are just different characters from Fruit Bat Factory's many games, which I'm sure they have more than one of. But anyways, 100% orange juice. Let's add that to the list. Okay, so add a game. 100% orange. Can I spell? I can't spell, okay. Orange juice. That's gonna be on PC. It is owned. It's on finished and on plate. The grand majority of this Steam games are going to be on finished and or on plate. Wait, no, they can't be on finished and or on plate. They have to be both of them if they're on plate. So yes, let's just... I haven't even installed it. I don't think I've ever even installed this one. Because again, it's just a party game. So like, I'm not really the biggest party game person. It's like, I've played a little bit of Mario Party, and it's fun, but it's obviously fun with friends. If you don't have friends, it might not be so appealing. I know there's that Pummel Party game that a couple of people have played. That one looks fun. Yeah, again, with friends, probably a lot of fun. But let's see. Alright, there we go. We can't really give this a rating, so we're just gonna add it as such. Just be getting ready to sleep, but dang it, I'm hungry, so you're gonna be getting a snack. That's cool. Mario Party 1 will kill you dead in real life. Fair enough. Alright, well, that's 100% orange juice. I actually got a Philly cheese steak sandwich myself for lunch. I don't frequently eat Philly cheese steak sandwiches, but today I was like, I had to go to a place to buy something, and like right next to it was a deli. I was like, I might as well get a Philly cheese steak. I haven't had one of those in a while. Alright. Let's see, next on the list, 1111 Memories Retold. What are you? You're artsy. This... If I don't even mildly recognize it, then more than likely it is a game that made its way into my Steam library from a Humble Bundle. Yeah, pretty sure that's what it is, because I never recall actually buying this. Yeah, so 1111 Memories Retold. I have absolutely nothing to say about it. So, 11. I mean, I don't think I can't tell you if it's good or bad. It's just there. Okay, Memories Retold. Yeah, that's the name of it. PC owned, unfinished, and unplayed. Humble Bundle Debris. That's all I can really say about it. That's how I describe most of this game. It's just Humble Bundle Debris. Alright. Add that. Next is, let's see, 200% mixed juice. Wait, let's actually put this in there. 200% mixed juice. There will be juice, and it will be mixed. Hey, Sheppy Sheps, how you doing? Hello there. Oh, you're using an old caddy emote. Appreciate it. I haven't dropped by old Caddy stream. Katie. Why do I sometimes say Caddy and sometimes say Katie? I'm inconsistent with my pronunciations. But anyways, 200% mixed juice. I don't know what this is. Why is it? Maybe we shouldn't scroll down too far. It doesn't look like a party game like 100% orange juice, so it looks more like a... Oh, let me scroll past it real quick. Is it an RPG? I'm gonna guess it's an RPG. That's going to be my assumption for this here video game. So we're gonna go back over to Backloggery and put that on. Now is this one actually... This one is actually written, spelled with an exclamation point. So we gotta make sure we are doing this correctly. Mixed juice. I have very similar Humble Bundle games on my list too. Yeah, there's a lot of Humble Bundle stuff that just made it over. And again, I will, as I see new people coming into the chat, I will remind you all that we are doing Backloggery until the state of play starts at 5 PM today. Once that starts, we'll do a live reaction. That will be fun. We'll end the stream, and then later tonight we're going to stream again, and we're going to be playing Black Mesa. So that's the plan. Unless anything crazy happens, that is the current plan, and will hopefully stay that way. Okay, now finish on plate. Not part of the game. Okay. I wonder if there will be Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 trailer. It's possible. Maybe. I really don't know, don't have any like guarantees of what to expect. I very strongly expect to see more of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And probably, I feel like Sony is actually advertising that Returnal game. The one where you play as like Space Garen. A little more than I was expecting them to, so we might see some of that. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. It's 200% mixed juice. I don't know what to say about it, so boom. That would make a real hard head turner, which Sony probably needs right about now to push the PS5 sales. Yeah, I mean, well, it's not that people don't want to get PS5s, it's that people can't get PS5s. They refuse to do anything about the scalpers, which continues to be a problem, and until it stops being a problem, not a whole lot of people are gonna have PS5s. Okay. Or the awesome. I actually played this game. Yeah, you see the achievements I have on it. It's a game where you literally just fall. It's like a free fall game. You're dodging obstacles and trying to go through rings and stuff. It's fun. It's not crazy good, but like it's alright. It's like a fun little distraction. And also it is actually spelled in a particular way. So the first capital A, well, I mean they're all capital, but like the first A is big, followed by 4 small A's, then 2 big A's and 3 small A's, then 3 big A's and 2 small A's, then 4 big A's and 1 small A, and then 5 big A's. So there's actually a quote-unquote correct way of spelling this game's name, and it also has 3 exclamation points, so we're going to do the best we can to make sure it's spelled properly. Hey Bongo, how you doing? Hi Bastion, appreciate it. Yeah, we're just doing some backloggery before we react to the state of play later today. That's going to be fun. I don't usually stream at this time, but I might start streaming in the afternoon a little bit more just to maximize my time. Because if I can do 2 streams per day, then that will be the ultimate way of maximizing my time here. Okay, let's start with something. What if the different parts of the Final Fantasy VII Remake are released on different consoles? That would be really stupid. And yet, I don't put it past Square Enix. I can't realistically not pretend like they're not gonna do that. Okay. Okay, that is how you spell that game. Pretty sure that's how you spell that game's name. Well, I mean, let's go to the store page. Maybe I'll say something different. Oh no, we don't. We're not supposed to. Well, but they have. They have an ellipsis here. Yeah, whatever. Okay. But no, that's not what I want to show. I don't want to show the chat. Okay, here we'll do this. There you go. That is as correct a spelling as I think that this game's going to get. Probably. Alright. Or does that look better? Nah, it doesn't look better. Okay. It doesn't really matter. Let's just keep going. Okay, but this one is actually beaten. I haven't completed it yet. There's a couple of achievements I'm missing, but I do have 8 out of 10 achievements. So, yeah. This is something that we could stream. One day. Again, I do plan on streaming most of the games that I have on my collection. Ideally, I would like to stream all of them at least once. Like, give them a first impressions. Again, not stream the whole game, just a first impressions should be sufficient for most of these. But you know, we'll see what we can do. Free fall game about. Actually, no, that's. It is not a game that is free. It's just a game where you free fall. Actually, is free fall one? Yeah, free fall is one word. Okay. Because free fall would be like you can fall for free, and that's not really what we're looking for. But game was I mean it could be a tree. Like I did enjoy my time with it. It just wasn't. It's just definitely not going above a 3. 3 stars out of 5. Okay, we'll go ahead and add that in there. Alright, that's pretty awesome. What is the next? Oh, Acceleration of Sugary 2. On quarantine report 3. I guess this is yeah, this is just a sequel to Sugary X Edition. Acceleration of Sugary X Edition. I've only played the first game, so I can't really tell you what it's like, how fun is it, or anything around those lines. But this is another game by Fruit Bat Factory. It looks like most of their games are just listed up here on the alphabetically. They're very early on, but that's okay. Oh wait, I forgot to actually show it on the stream. I need to remember to do that. Okay, there it is. Acceleration of Sugary 2. I haven't played it yet, so I don't have much to say about it. We're going to close that and put it over here. Let's see. Let's not rack the freaking desk with my chair. That would be very unfortunate. Acceleration of Sugary 2. It's not X Edition. It's nothing weird. It's just 2. I don't remember where I got it again. It probably was a Humble Bundle. Probably. Or it might have been like back in the day where I would just see like a really, really cheap game that's just on Steam sale and would be like, hey, that looks fun. Boom. Pick it up. Without even thinking about it. Alright. So yeah, sequel to AOS X, probably. I can't confirm. 200% orange juice, mixed juice does not look like a sequel to 100% orange juice, so I don't know how this company operates. Okay. By the way, I forgot to mention today's nice tunes are provided by New Bliss, cozy cabin at night with rain sounds and crackling fireplace for sleep, study, and relax. That's the name of the video. And we'll be switching from this to the state of play when the time comes. Do I even have that on my recommended? Does not look like it. That's okay. Let's go back to Steam. I'm not gonna have too much to say about these, unfortunately. Okay, so here's Acceleration of Sugary X Edition again. So I do have it on PS3, but if I ever stream this game, I guarantee you it's gonna be here on Steam, and not on the PlayStation 3, because it's gonna be a lot easier to record here on Steam. So what we're gonna do is what I like to call nothing special. Actually, we're just gonna switch the console. So we're gonna go to Games, PS3, and there it is. So we don't have to change or do anything here. We just switch it from PlayStation 3 to PC. And there you go. Because I don't want to list if I have the same game on multiple consoles, I'm not going to list multiple versions of the game on the different consoles. I'm just going to list it once on whatever console or, you know, device that I'm going to play it most. So we will do that. Is that actually going to affect the backlog though? No. It just yoinked it from PS3 to PC. So now it just looks like that. Perfect. Okay. Might as well just pull up the video so it'll autoplay when the event starts. I mean, I guess we could do that. Let me just find it real quick here on YouTube. Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay. So there it is. State of Play broadcast Thursday, February 25th, 5 p.m. Let me make sure the chat is turned off. No. Just turn it off. I don't want to see these people. How do I turn it off? Hi chat. There. Jeez. I don't want any of that. Live in 83 minutes. Now, usually what happens is that they'll start a little bit early and just have like noises playing, music playing maybe. So, you know, we start hearing music, we'll know for sure. Okay. This backlog is to keep notes on completion, right? I mean, yes, that's basically the gist of it. Just to keep track of what games you have and how much you've completed them. That's the main idea. But I just use it to list all of my games and like, hey, look at all these things that we could potentially stream in the future. So that's why I go ahead and stream this and not just like do it off screen, because I feel like we can also use it as discussion. Like we can discuss video games, because I just like talking about video games. So it is a fun little distraction with keeping the theme of gaming while not actually playing video games. You see, it's something I like to do. I don't know what the heck is wrong with YouTube chat. Yeah, it's I mean, especially when it's like the official channel's chat. Like maybe if it was somebody else's like reaction channel, and they have a pretty okay community, then we can you know, then we can have a moderate chat. But that's not the case here. This is the official PlayStation YouTube account. It's not gonna be pretty. We're probably gonna see racial slurs being thrown around, so I don't want none of that. Okay, let's see. Okay, go back over here. What is the next game on the list? Organized. Yeah, I appreciate it. But try to keep it nice and tidy. I always say titty instead of tidy. It has never not happened. Why do I do that? Oh my god. Okay. What are we looking at? Ace Arena Cyber Evolution. Okay. I think this is a sports game. Maybe. I don't know what kind of sports game. Is it like a football? Is it kind of like a field looking thing? It's probably like... Yeah, it's probably like football. Cool. So, Ace, I think I installed it once. Some time ago. Like a couple years ago. And I was like, okay. Cool. I'll give it a proper look on stream. But, I can't really say anything about it. Okay, Arena Cyber Evolution. Let's put that on. Ace. No, not Cyber Evolution. I'm gonna put you in there a little bit because I don't really need my pen tablet, my drawing tablet right now, so we don't need to have that out. Okay. How many entries in this list have you not played? I feel like you should maybe skip those. Maybe keep a separate list of never played games so you can do a roulette pick for something later. How many of these games have I not played? I mean, I don't want to skip them because it's still part of my collection. I want to just like at least give them a shot. But we definitely can do that with the fortune cookie feature here on Backloggery. So I think I demonstrated how it worked back when I first back in the first stream, but I'll demonstrate it again just so you guys can see. Sports game. Yeah, all right. Okay. So yeah, fortune cookie. You basically go over here. You have a fortune cookie, and it gives you a list of stuff. You know, you can check the consoles you have, check what status of game you wanna do, if you're currently playing it or not playing it, or if it's part of your wish list, and you know, it just wants you to get it, what kind of ownership you have for it. So for example, on PC right now, if I could just boil it down to just PC and unfinished and unplayed, and games that I owned, I will open that cookie and it's going to give me Acceleration Sugary 2. So, you know, that would be a roulette wheel kind of thing. What we could do is, like, do this, like, 3 times or something. And as long as it gives me different games, like, we could have, like, 3 different games. And then spin that on a roulette wheel. It's like, okay, which one of these 3 games that we got on the fortune cookie are we going to play? Something like that. Oh, but there's no animation if you don't use the wheel. Yeah, so yeah, so we could probably do a combination of both, so it's not just a ginormous wheel of stuff. Also, I'm gonna take my necklace off. It's just gonna make noises. Okay. Anyways, let's go back over here. And let's go back to Steam. Next on the list, Age of Empires 2 HD Edition. Now, this is the HD edition, not the remaster of a year or 2 ago. Yes, so I need to explain that real quick. So, Age of Empires 2 originally came out in, like, I want to say like 1999, maybe. No, let's actually look that up. Pull out the browser. Age of Empires 2. Not definitive edition, just... yeah, 1999 for Microsoft Windows. So the original release was all the way back in 1999. And, you know, then they made an HD version of it. You know, they updated the textures a little bit to make the game look a little prettier, you know. That will, you know, just optimize it for modern hardware. And that's the HD edition that we are seeing here. And then they released another version, the definitive edition. And that one runs at 4K. And has even prettier graphics and might have a little bit of extra content. I'm not entirely sure. But it's this one came out in 2019. Like late 2019. So this is the best version of Age of Empires 2. If you wanted to get it. It is a good game. I am not too big into strategy games or like war games. But the only reason I say that is because I very rarely go out of my way to play them. But I did play Age of Empires 2 a decent amount when I was a kid. And I enjoyed it. Why is my voice cracking? Oh my god. Okay. Might need more water later. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, it's fun. I played a little bit of Age of Empires 3 too, and it's like... it's cool. But Age of Empires 2 is better. So... that's a little bit of trivia for you today. Let's go back over here. And add this version. Age of Empires 2 HD edition. Well, actually, I'm not gonna have it with a colon. I'm gonna have it with this. There you go. So the thing that I really enjoyed doing in Age of Empires 2 was not playing the game legitimately. I mean, I enjoyed that with like the couple of stages, but when the stages got harder and I just wasn't big brain enough for them, I would just cheat and like bring in the cars, like the Ferraris with guns or whatever they were, and that was just so much fun. It was genuinely a good time to just make an army of cars in like the medieval ages. Oh my god, I missed this game. But yeah, we're probably gonna play it a little bit, you know, once or twice. There's 294 achievements in this game too. That is, hold on, look at that, 294 achievements. That is a lot of achievements. Like I have it so okay. There you go. There you can see the thing now. I know some games like to have a lot of achievements, and I guess that's cool. But yeah, there's the cars I was talking about. But I'm not insane. I'm not pulling your leg. There are in fact there's a cheat you can use to get a bunch of cars. It's the dumbest thing, and it's so much fun. Okay. Anyways, did I add it on Steam? I didn't actually add it. No, I didn't actually add it to the backlog. So let's make sure we actually do that real quick. All right. That was not on play. It's just unfinished. I don't know if I'll ever finish it. Probably not, but. I like using the cars. Okay, there we go. I almost want to give this a rating because I did play it a lot. Yeah, that was just like a 4-star. I'm gonna just cheat a little bit and give that one a rating, even though I haven't finished it, because I did play it for several hours as a kid and then just a little bit more as an adult. Wasn't there one game that just barfed out achievements for every little thing you do? There's a game. I know there's like a game on like a Flash game where you play as like an elephant in like a small platforming room. And it's called just like achievement horror or something. That was just a fun Flash game though. But you're probably talking about like an actual game. And I'm sure there's a couple of games that just barf out achievements left and right. That feels like something that you would see decently often. I'll just call it achievement unlock. Achievement unlock. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to play that game one day. I want to play a couple of Flash games. Flash games are fun. I miss Flash. Can't believe it died. Okay. Age of Empires 3. Complete collection. I don't know exactly what kind of collection we have dealing with here. Oh. There's gonna be a definitive edition for Age of Empires 3 as well, apparently. October 15. Okay, it's already out. Yeah, I don't know much about this one. I cannot tell you if it's particularly good or particularly bad. I played like one map, and I thought it was cool. I didn't think it was bad. I just didn't, you know. Again, this genre is not my forte. I don't really do too many of these, but I'm not against the idea of playing them. It's just this. This is something that's a little bit more difficult to stream because I feel like watching strategy games and like war games and games where you think a lot and the matches, the moment-to-moment gameplay is very slow paced. That's probably very boring to watch. It's not boring to play. You know, as you're thinking of the strategies and managing your resources, that's a lot of fun for you to do. But for other people to watch you do, that's where I'm feeling like it's going to be a little bit of a difficult sell. Nonetheless, it is part of my collection, and therefore I will add it to the list. That is Age of Empires 3 Complete Collection. So let's put that on. Empires 3 complete collection. Okay, there are a handful of archival sites where you can find tons of old Flash games. Then there's also the one I use, the thing I use is, I think it's an app, well not an app, it's just a program, software called Flashpoint. I believe that's the name of it. Flashpoint is like a huge database of Flash archives. And you can find, like, I wouldn't say every single Flash game and every single Flash animation and every single Flash like related fun thing, but there sure is a lot of Flash in Flashpoint. Like thousands of things that have been archived in there. So that's where I can play Super Smash Flash 2. And 1 for that matter. Okay. Let's see. This one's... I don't want to say it's entirely unplayed, but for the most part it is, so we're just going to leave it like that. Need to give proper look at some point. Okay. I hopped over to Newgrounds for a moment to see if they still had anything to do with Flash. Doesn't look like it. They just have regular video uploads and in-browser game players, like the one for Unity. Yeah, so mostly Flash has been replaced by Unity. There's you know, a lot of the stuff that you could do with Flash, you can do with Unity. And pretty much any like basic Flash game can be quickly and easily remade on Unity. So, yeah, Unity is the new Flash, and that one I don't think is going away anytime soon. I know Unity has a very bad reputation for having a lot of asset flips and shitty games, but Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps are but a few examples of games made with Unity that are really, really, really good. It is a powerful engine. Get some water. It is a powerful engine. It's just needs to be used by the right hands. And not the left hands. Okay. Anyways. Next on the list is going to be Alan Wake. This is one of Remedy Studios' many games. They've actually been releasing a couple of stuff, and I need to remember to download Control from PlayStation 4 before the month ends, because that's the February, that's one of the February free games for PlayStation Plus users, and so I need to make sure I get onto that. But Alan Wake, I actually did play this one. This was like one of the first like actually pretty, like not just Flash games, not just browser games, but like actual proper PC games I played, not counting the stuff I played as a kid like The Sims and Age of Empires. Yeah, this was probably my first experience with PC over console, basically, kind of gaming. Now, I played it on an old laptop. I had to run the game at the lowest setting so that I could get a very inconsistent 30 frames per second. So it wasn't the ideal way of experiencing Alan Wake. But I did play it. It was fun. And I look forward to revisiting this game now that I have an actual computer that can run this game at 60 frames per second. I am very much looking forward to that. Now, the game itself is alright. It's, the gimmick is that you have to use your gun and your flashlight, because the enemies have to be blinded, and like you have to point a light at them to make them weak, and then you can start shooting at them. Otherwise, it's a pretty standard like action adventure experience where you know, here's some gameplay. You know, you just go around, you dodge enemies, and you shoot. You explore a little bit, some collectibles. The main character is a writer. So he's kind of... there is definitely something about him like running away from his own writing or something like that. I don't remember the story very well, so there you go. But it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. It's just I didn't have an optimal experience with it because of my computer, and not because that was because of my setup, not because the game itself was bad. Okay, Alan Wake. That is on PC. That is beaten. Not quite completed. There's a couple of achievements I still have to do. In fact, we have 39 out of 67 achievements, so I will make sure to write that down. 39 out of 67. And yeah, one of my first proper, on quotations, PC experiences. PC gaming experiences. Okay. Yeah, it's an alright game. I'm hesitant to give it a 4, but I also don't feel mean enough to give it a 2, so we're just gonna give it a 3. Okay. And speaking of Alan Wake, I believe the next game is Alan Wake's American Nightmare. It's DLC. It's just it's a little bit more Alan Wake. I have not played this one. I played the regular game, but not the DLC chapter. So it's probably just more Alan Wake. I don't think it's gonna be too special. So we'll just add that on. In fact, Alan Wake. Well, I mean, okay, it is standalone, so it doesn't really have to. We don't really have to write it down like that. But Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Alan Wake's American Nightmare. That is, this one's unfinished and unplayed. Ish thing to Alan Wake. Yeah, I don't think it's too long. I think it's only like 2.5 to 3 hours supposedly. But then again, they told me that Hylix was gonna be 3.5 hours. And I've got 7.5 hours recorded on that game. Now, fair enough, probably an hour of that was just me standing around doing nothing. Because, you know, that's kind of what happens when you stream a game. But, still, that still leaves 6.5 hours of game time, so... They lied to me. No rating for this one. I haven't played this. Have you considered maybe you're just bad at Hylix? No, I forgot to mention, yes, we did finish the game yesterday. And I was so freaking overpowered by the end of it. Oh my god, we were just wiping the floor with everything, including the final boss. Because funny thing, like for the final boss, I got a bunch of meat before fighting them, so I had to let them kill me. I had to let them kill me so that I could go to the underworld. And it took the final boss like several turns to finally kill my party. I was just sitting there doing nothing for like several turns, and then finally said, oh, okay, there we go. We finally died. We can redeem our meat and make it even more difficult for the final boss to kill us. So yeah, it was actually pretty. It's not a difficult game. It's a fun game, and I appreciate a game that's not that's more concerned with being fun than being weird. Remember to watch the VOD tonight. Remember, tonight we are also going to be streaming Black Mesa. But I will make sure to archive... I'm probably just going to archive all of Hylix at once on YouTube, rather than doing it bit by bits like I've been doing. Like, because at the rate at which we're streaming now, and at the rate at which I'm archiving, I feel like it's going to be more profitable if I just archive a whole series in like one day, when I have it just ready to upload, rather than doing it like at a very weird interval like I'm doing right now. Okay, an interest in Hylix 2 stream someday? Absolutely. We are absolutely going to stream Hylix 2 someday. Not immediately after Hylix 1, but definitely someday. Okay, Alice Madness Returns. We already added this one on PS3. Nothing else to say about it. So we're going to go back over here to what we just were doing. PS3. There you go. Alice, where are you? Oh, did I already add it on... Did I already add it on PC? No. Oh, did I Oh, you know what happened? I think I deleted it. I think I deleted the game from my PS3 collection. So that's why it wasn't listed there. But yes, I actually do have Alice Madness Returns on PS3. But if we have it on PC, that's even better. So we're just gonna add it like that. Alice Madness Returns. And it is on. It is on PS3, but I have it on PC as well, so that's what we're gonna focus on. Yeah, I think it was, yeah, pretty much everybody has said that Helix 2 is an even better game than Helix 1. Like Helix 1, the only quote-unquote thing that Helix 1 does better is that Helix 1 is weirder because of the randomly generated text. Helix 2 is a little bit more coherent. Not by a lot, but it is a little bit more coherent. Less just of an absolute acid trip, but it is otherwise Helix 2 is like a superior game in just about every way, from what I've heard. Okay, Alice Madness Return. That is what I did complete it on the PS3, so technically that does count. I just don't know what the achievements. How many achievements there were there? I did on the PS3. We'll do so again on PC someday. There you go. That's like a 3 out of 5 stars. It's not that impressive. Now, with Alice Madness Returns comes American McGee's Alice. However, that's not being listed here. But you can. And in fact, let me see. There's probably a guide in here. Skip intro, umbrella without focusing. Quick guide. Yeah, here it is. Alice Madness Returns DLC in Steam. So that's the customs. If you want to unlock all the dresses and weapons, you can go to the game folder, do that, and you literally just have to change some code. And I believe that's basically what you have to do to unlock American McGee's Alice, because I believe the game literally just comes installed with just comes in the games files, but it's just locked, so you have to unlock it manually. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I might be wrong, I might be mistaken, but I believe that's how it is. Alright, but I saw DMC2 in that list, and I remember the last palette for Hat Kid I picked was directly styled after Dante. I mean, how would what would be a good name for that costume? Hat of Sparta. Yeah, you know what, that would actually work. Hat of Sparta, because Sparta is the name of like Dante's father. And you know, he basically names everything after Sparta anyways. Okay, anyway, that's Alice. Next on the list, Altinix Second. I don't know what this is. It's a shmup. It is a shmup. Okay. I mean, it's not my kind of game, but it doesn't look bad. It's just not my kind of game. I have one achievement on it, so clearly I played it for at least a little bit. Let's read this in Japanese. Aru Tinekusu Secando. It's literally just Altinix Second in Japanese. Aru Tinekusu Secando. Okay. Alright. Please don't, it sounds annoying enough in English. In Japanese it's literally just the same thing in Japanglish. Okay. Here's what it's called, is the Blood Moon. I mean, that makes sense too. It is kind of a blood moonish color. Alright. Alt next second. Whatever. We will add to that. Yeah, well, this one's probably, if we stream it, it's probably just gonna be a first impressions. Like, hey, what's this game all about? Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you for being a video game, I guess. How do you write shmup? Is it like that? How do you write shmup? Shmup. Oops. I mean, I know it's spelled shoot 'em up, but like, how do you write shmup? Does it have an apostrophe? No. Maybe. I'm not seeing any apostrophes, so it might not actually have an apostrophe. Okay. Shmup thing. Alright. So I just beat the Disc 1 final boss of Vikings of Midgard. Immediately I won a prize that raises the damage cap from 999 to 9,999. So that's unique. I've actually seen something like that before. In Final Fantasy X. So in Final Fantasy X, the basic damage cap is 9,999. But every character has a weapon, a unique weapon that can unlock the ability to raise the damage cap to 99,999. And because of how the sphere grid system works on Final Fantasy X, you can increase everybody's stats to a point where every single character is doing 99,999 points of damage with every single attack, no matter what it is. That's a whole topic of discussion of how that game system works, and this is not the stream for it, so just know I have seen that before. You've never seen shmup spelled with an apostrophe? Okay, cool. So that's just how we're going to leave it. Alright, cool. Let's see. What is it after Altinix second? Alpha Kimori episode 1. This is just a generic box standard RPG maker game, and I actually played the whole thing. There's the most special quote unquote thing about this game is that it has an opening intro, and like the opening intro is like an opening song, and the song's all right. I mean, they definitely like got somebody to actually sing it. Is like an actual singer, but that's about it. Gameplay wise, it is. Have you played an RPG? Yes. Okay, you've played this game. There's nothing special about it. So, there you go. Alpha Kimori episode 1. Not much to say about it. It's kind of boring. I'll show it on stream someday, just so you guys can see what it's like, but it's really not special. So, 1 PC beaten. I don't know if there's anything to really complete here, actually, so we'll just leave it like that. And okay. And it's gonna be like a 2. I mean, I'm not gonna give it a 1, because there is some little charm in there, but it's really not that much. It's not a particularly good game. Okay. Time is it? 4:08. When's 51 minutes? Okay, cool. As hard as it is for the OHRPG engine games to stand out from the crowd, it must be even harder for RPG Maker titles. Assuming that was an RPG. I'm pretty sure it's an RPG Maker game. Pretty sure it is. Oh, hold on a minute. I forgot. I actually had a review for this game. Like, I wrote one. I'm gonna have to go back and read that and then re-estimate my review, because I'm probably a lot more critical now than I was back then, because I can't believe I recommended this. Okay. Maybe it's just like you don't wanna like make the indie games feel bad. But like sometimes you just gotta do it, man. You can't be that nice all the time. Alpha Kimor, no, always sometimes monsters. Let's I did okay, this is a, I'm not sure actually. Karen and Outrage Simulator. What the fuck? Sometimes always monsters. Ludon Naricon features. Okay. Is this just like an updated version of the original game? Also, this is also made with RPG Maker, but it's not an RPG. It's a story-driven game, kind of. Maybe. I played it for like a little bit. It's getting kind of creepy down there. It's just a basic game where you like do some stuff. If I feel like I'm not the target audience. I think that's the problem. It's not that the game is necessarily bad, it's just that I'm not the target audience for this kind of game. It's just a very standard story driven, like gritty it's a gritty story too. It's not like a good story. It's like a kind of story. So whatever. Not much I can say about this one. I just have it. Apparently there's an updated version. So if I, for some reason, someday want to go back to it, that's how I was going to do it. Always, sometimes, monsters. PC. It is not on plate, but it is unfinished. There were achievements lists, so I guess I'll list them right here, 2 out of 10. And it's cup of tea. I mean, it's not like I don't like story-driven games, it's just that I'm not the biggest fan of games that are just like a story. Which is why I'm a little hesitant to try like visual novels. It's not like I don't think I would enjoy them, it's just that I feel like it has to be a really good story for me to be engaged on a visual novel. It can't just be alright. It has to be good. Okay. It's so overabundant that I've heard people complain that something as simple as a screen transition can give off of the RPG Maker stank. Yeah, I mean, for as much as I did enjoy Hylix, it does have like the standard RPG Maker screen transition, where it's not even that it's special or that it stands out. It's just that you know what the RPG Maker fade to black and then fade back to the screen transition looks like. You know how long it lasts. You know what the window looks like. You know there's no animation for it. You have seen that screen transition. So just looking at it, you already know. Okay, anyways. Let's go back to oh, we just found out the furry tits in Vikings. It's in a mandatory cutscene. Oh well, there. Had to happen eventually. I mean, if it's gonna have furries on it, you can't expect it to not get a little bit kinky down the line. That is in fact the history of furries. Like, they did start as like a kinky thing. There weren't just people that liked animal suits. It was originally like a NSFW community that later grew into not having exclusively NSFW content, but NSFW is part of the roots of the furry community, so it's kind of hard to evade it. Amnesia, a machine for pigs. You know, speaking of animals. Okay, this is the sequel made by what is it called, like the Chinese Room or something like that. I hate this pig. hate it. Hate it with a burning passion. I've seen it before. It's so creepy. It's so disturbing. Ugh. Why is it there? I mean, it's kind of funny, but for the most part, you look at that thing. It's like some weird kind of animatronic. Ugh. I don't want it. Why is Asylum here? What? Okay. Okay, but they're like 4 pixels tall, so it should be. Should I be concerned about showing that on stream? I don't know, maybe. If the game is listed on Twitch, and as long as you're not using any mods to put that in there, it should be fine. I mean, I did stream God of War, the whole game. That game has titties on it. And I was fine. So yeah, if it's listed on Steam, you should be fine. I mean, not on Steam, on Twitch. Didn't it all start with like Robin Hood and one other film I forgot the name of? Probably. Okay, anyways, Amnesia Machine for Pigs. It's not the cultural classic that the first game was, because yeah, the first game, first of all, Amnesia: The Dark Deception, which we do have, not the Dark Descent, which we do have right here, was like the game that made horror let's plays popular. That's the game. This right here is the game that made PewDiePie popular. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. That's how he started. That's how Markiplier kind of started getting popular too. And there's a lot of YouTubers from back in the day that started with Amnesia: The Dark Descent. You know, the base game is very good, and then there's also like all of the custom maps made by all the fans, so that increased the lifespan of Amnesia by like a lot. So this was an absolute cult classic. Very, very important game in the YouTube like let's play community. A Machine for Pigs, it's just a game. It's not like terrible, it's just a game. Play it. A couple hours long. There's no custom maps, there's no custom like fan-made content. It's just its own little compact experience. It's a lot shorter than this game. It's arguably a lot less scary. But it does have an interesting story. I watched Jacob Geller's video on it, which made me like the game a little bit more. But you know, it still doesn't top the original Dark Descent. But that's cool. There's Vikings Wolves of Midgard. I don't think that's probably the same thing, which is an accurate description of the game I'm playing, but it's not a one-to-one match. Because I've gotten to the Amnesia experience is a fan remake in Minecraft and Queen Vanessa's Manor. Yeah, yeah, playing the actual game is definitely a fun thing. Oh, and another thing about the game is that there's a lot of physics. Like, it is a horror game, but just messing around with the physics does make the experience a little bit more fun. So, yeah, if you want your game to be popular on YouTube, you gotta add physics. That's the key. That's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do it. But whatever. Machine for Pigs. Let's add that to the list. Yeah. This one's on plate. I mean, I did watch somebody's playthrough of it. Probably Markiplier. Might have been Jacksepticeye. I'm not 100%. Let's play. I'll play myself one day. Okay, cool. Have you ever streamed Amnesia? Might be good to consider for Halloween is here. Yeah, this is definitely a popular game to do. Okay, now let's see. True YouTuber bait is an entire genre built out of intentionally bad physics engines. Yeah, it's not like Amnesia has a terrible physics engine, but it's not like perfect either. So it is fun to mess around. I mean, since we already showed it off, Amnesia. Sorry, that's not how you write Amnesia. Amnesia, the dark scent. You see, that is. I have played a little bit of it, but I didn't finish it. Daddy of modern YouTube content. That's the credit I'm going to give this game. It is the daddy of modern YouTube content. Not VTuber content, just YouTube in general. I'm not gonna give it a rating until I actually play it. Like I'm not going to rate the game based on its historical importance. I'm going to rate the game on its own merit, on its own quality. If it hadn't exploded onto YouTube, would it still be a good game? That's how we really gotta rate when we're doing those stars. Anyways, Among the Sleep Enhanced Edition. I don't know what's enhanced about this edition, but it is enhanced. This is a game where player, like I think that's the I've seen some spoilers, so I'm not gonna scroll down anymore. People, mark your fucking spoilers. Okay, Among the Sleep Enhanced Edition. It is a game where you play as a baby, and you go into the baby's nightmares. And the plot is very cryptic, very weird. It's very hard to understand up until the ending, where everything suddenly makes sense. I didn't play it. I watched a playthrough of it. Pretty sure by Markiplier, or maybe it might have been by somebody else actually. Yeah, the ending of this game, it hits hard. I will say that it is a very it does have a very powerful message for being like just a horror game. So I am looking forward to playing that one day. Okay. The character assassination on the old school Let's Players on something awful, but no denying the advent of YouTube Let's Plays. I thought you were hardcore. Why you buy baby game? I'm sorry, sometimes I gotta play baby game. Okay. Among the Sleep, not Among Us, just Among the Sleep. Enhanced edition. Again, I don't know what's enhanced about it. It probably just looks a little bit better, runs a little better. That's about it. Puppy game. Okay. And I'm literally gonna spell it like that with no capitalization and everything. Okay. There we go. Drink some water. I am now in a point in Vikings where your entire party is gone except for the furries. I'm gonna have to look this game up. Not right now, obviously, because if it's got furries, I'm expecting some things that we don't want to see on screen. But I'm gonna have to look into it because it sounds interesting enough to look at. It's only the halfway point I was informed of. Okay, so let's see. Anachronox. This is an RPG made by like the same people that made Tomb Raider, Eidos Interactive, pretty sure. I don't know. That's a face. I don't know what to say about this one. It's I think I played like a little bit of it. I don't even remember how it plays. It's just an RPG. So yeah. So I got nothing. I know it's an RPG made by Eidos. That's the best I can give you. So it's spelled in a really weird way. Is that is the R capitalized? Hold on, let me see something here. No, it's not. Okay, it just looked capitalized on the thing. Okay. Let us go over here. Anachronox. PC, that is on plate. RPG. My idols. This is all I've got. Okay. To read you a screenshot of one of the contests later, I'm fairly certain it's supposed to be a Pillarman reference. Oh! Aye. Okay. I think you talk about those Pillarmen and not different Pillarmen, but hey, maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know all of my JoJo references, and sometimes I confuse the JoJo references. Okay, Anna Extended Edition. I'm noticing that the half of these games have some kind of addition to them. Like, none of these are just like the regular release. They're all an Enhanced Edition, Extended Edition, Definitive Edition, New Edition, Deluxe Edition. Okay. This is also a horror game. Pretty sure I watched somebody play it. It's been a long time though, so I don't remember anything about it. It's okay. It's a horror game. A lot of these horror games are like from back in the day. From back in like that YouTube era where like Markiplier and PewDiePie were becoming popular. Like, this is the time when Markiplier and PewDiePie getting 1 million subscribers was like the big thing, like a huge deal. Yeah, this is before PewDiePie had like, how many does he have now? Like 52 million subscribers or something like that. Yeah, this is the old days when they were starting to become big. But back when I remember that video that PewDiePie made when he was wearing like a bow tie, just to express the fact that like he now makes enough. He now makes enough money off of YouTube to quit his regular job, and he was like so happy that he could quit his regular job. Little did he know he was going to become the biggest YouTuber. Like, just the top of the crop. You can't top him. There's nothing left after you go after PewDiePie. I mean, quality of content, yeah, there's plenty more you can go higher than PewDiePie, but that's a different topic for a different day. We're not going to touch that right now. Okay. There are only 4 Pillar Men, despite popular conception that there are only 3. Extended Edition and 5.23 Googleplex subscribers. Yeah, that's is roughly the trend. I don't remember how much a Googleplex is, but if there's 5. How much is a Googleplex? It's the number 10 Google. Wow, thanks Google. Appreciate it. Yeah, Googleplex is actually a number though. It is a very big number. It is a huge number. But yeah, Google is in superscript like it's an exponent number. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. And this is like on Wikipedia. Or equivalent to 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 100. Huh? Okay, how many zeros is that? What? A typical book can be printed with 10 to the power of 6 zeros. So 400 pages with 50 lines per page and 50 zeros per... What the f... That's a lot of zeros! Hey Jackrabbit, how you doing? That's a lot of zeros! That's over 9,000. That is way over 9,000 zeros. Like, 9,000 is a fucking speck of dust compared to that many zeros. Like, God. That's too many zeros. Why would you need that many zeros? Who made this number? Who decided that this is a number? Wait. Okay. Therefore, it requires 10 to the power of 94 such books of this books to print all the zeros of a Googleplex. That is printing a Google zeros. If each book had a mass of 100 grams, all of them would have a total of 10 to the power of 93 kilograms in comparison to Earth's mass, which is 5.972 times 10.24 kilograms. The mass of the Milky Way galaxy is estimated. Oh my god, and the mass of matter of the observable universe is estimated to be... Again! This number is bigger than the universe's mass. Who needs that? Google! Google, what you doing, man? You don't need that many zeros. God, you can't even make a game console. Why are you trying to make it make like a universal concept? Jesus. I guess I was expecting my dumb joke to blow your freaking mind. Yeah, it's a. This is just insane. Like I knew that a Googleplex was a big number. I didn't realize how big it was. God, I'm losing my mind here. Okay. Anyways, what were we doing? Okay, we're not right. We're writing video games down. What's this? Anna Extended Edition. Right. Let's put that on. Sweet Uncle Sam. That's heavy. That is the second heaviest thing in all of universe, known or unknown. Only topped by that stream where Coco and Noel Senpai were doing the freaking thing because of the boing boings. But okay, extended edition. That is unfinished and unplayed, but I did also watched an LP back in the day. That's all I can say about that. Okay, an extended edition. Now, how maybe 28 minutes? Okay, cool. 28 minutes onto the state of play, everybody. If you got any sodas or snacks that you would like to get, you have this much to go get them for the main event of today. But if you have them right now and you're enjoying Backloggery, you know, that's on you. Okay. Let us switch back over here. Antichamber. This is a puzzle game. I played it. I didn't finish it because I got stuck. I wasn't big brain enough for it. But it's... Oof. It is. I think this was like my first experience with like one of those really trippy puzzle games that like bend reality. Like there's a couple of those. This is the first one I ever played of that category. And I was like, whoa. You can do that with programming? I didn't know. This game blew my mind. But yeah, it is. I am not big brain enough for this. I am absolutely not big brain enough for that. Yeah, it's this is basically me when I was playing this game. I was like, whoa, what is happening? I don't get it. Okay, maybe I'll give it a shot again one day. It's I'm not the best at puzzle games. I'm not big brain enough for puzzle games like that, but you know. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I'm checking out the emotes you're using, Jackrabbit. Logic Bank and Logic not like this. I feel like I've seen Logic before. Logic. I'm pretty sure I've seen them before. I gotta check them out one day. Anyways, Antichamber. Let's go back over here. Chamber. That is okay, not unplayed, just unfinished. Doesn't have achievements, so we can read one thing of that down. And okay. That's all we'll write for it for now. Alright. Now we'll go back to Steam. I'm actually going through this a lot quicker because I don't have too much to say about most of these games. Yeah, the only one I had anything remotely extensive to say about was Amnesia. Besides that, not really much I can talk about it with most of these. Alright. ARC. I mean, I know it's trying to spell ARC, but it's also trying to be weird. It's a point-and-click adventure. Pretty sure I got this off of a Humble Bundle. It looks... I don't know. Just a game. I believe it's made in Spain. Or at least by Spanish developers. There's actually a surprisingly decent amount of like Spanish indie devs. Like Blasphemous is made by Spanish people. And there was something else. Or whatever, yeah. This one's also made in Spain. I don't know. I'm not really the biggest point-and-click adventure guy either. Like, I'll give it a shot. I'm not gonna not play it. But it's just a point-and-click. Looks like it's like kind of spacey. Well, it is very spacey actually. Let's see. ARK. I don't know if I should call it ARC or ARK. Probably ARC would make more sense. Okay. Go ahead and put that in. Gotta head out. Have a great stream. I'll catch you later. Oh, I appreciate you dropping by with Jackrabbit. Hope you have a good one. Have a good luck at work next week. I know you posted that you're basically closing every day. So, I've done that before. So, salutes to you, soldier. You're gonna need all the luck you can get. And yes, you have a good weekend. I appreciate you dropping by. Okay, back to here. Next on the list is Ascendant. It is like a Metroidvania-ish kind of game. I think I played a little bit of it. Yeah, I played a little bit of it, but I wasn't the biggest fan. If I remember, yeah, I played it in a level. The controls are okay. Combat's fine. There's nothing too much that really stood out to me. So I'll have to go back to it and see if there's anything. I mean, the art style's pretty cool, but that's about all I can really point out about it. Otherwise, it is not a very different looking game. It doesn't behave very differently as far as I know. And I think the main thing is that it's called Ascendant because you keep going up. Like you start, like the progression kind of is vertical rather than horizontal, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the main gimmick here. That's why it's called Ascendant. But that's about the only difference. It's about the only like standout feature of it. So we're gonna go ahead and write that down. Let's see. I keep doing this. Okay. Vertically focused. Metroidvania should be with a capital. Okay, Metroidvania. Vertically focused Metroidvania. That next on the list is AudioServe. Okay, this one's cool. AudioServe is a program. I mean, yes, it's a game, but it's also like a cool program where you know, you put a music track, like an actual music track that you have on your computer, a music file, or just any kind of audio file. It doesn't even have to be music. It's just as long as it's an audio file, like an MP3 or a dot wave, or maybe even a MIDI. You just put it on, and the game automatically generates a track based on the beats of that of the music. And that's really cool. I feel like I think a couple of other music games have done that. Like I know Crypt of the Necrodancer does that, and that's just a really cool idea. That's just really nice. I got this in Audio Surf 2. Mods are pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have to look at some of the mods of this as well. And obviously I'm imagining that if the sequel is better, then probably that's the one to go for and not the first one. But you know, it's pretty cool. So maybe we'll mess around with this one day. I feel like listening to some music, and I want to spice it up a little bit. Be like, hey guys, we're playing Audio Surf today. And I just put like a music playlist, and then I get DMCA'd and my freaking account gets nuked. Probably what'll happen. Alright, but yeah, cool game. Recommend. So I still appreciate the simplicity of Audio Surf 1. Okay, yeah, there's still some merit to Audio Surf 1, even if you have Audio Surf 2. I do not have Audio Surf 2, however. So, we'll just have to deal with it. Okay. Because of Content ID doesn't make for a good stream game. Yeah, I would have to pick very specific music. Like, I'll pretty much only have to pick like video game music. You know, that doesn't have lyrics on it. So, like Ratchet and Clank music, and then like Resident Evil music, and like, I don't know, Hat in Time music. That'll probably be fun. Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to do like. Oh, actually, you know what? If we use song covers instead of original songs, it might not be too bad. Now, I have gotten in trouble for covers before too, so it's not flawless. But not really trouble. I just did get my stream muted once. So it's not flawless, but it's definitely a lot better than using the original song. So, should you go? Okay. Audio Surf. I believe it's just one word. You can't really beat this one. Yeah, it's just it doesn't have a story mode or anything, so this one can actually be marked as null. So it's just a game, you don't really finish it, you don't do much with it. It's just a game you play for fun whenever you want to, for however long you want. And there you go. We'll look at this sequel one day, and I'm gonna give this one 4 out of 5 stars because it's pretty cool. Okay, now we should be getting close to the end of the A. Yeah, we only have one more game listed under the A. Abaddon 2: The Corruption. I don't know what this is. What is this? Strategy game? I believe that is a strategy game. Looks like a strategy game. I guess it kind of looks like Age of Empires. I'm trying to like guesstimate what it is based on screenshots. So like this doesn't actually show up on the stream. Yeah, it looks like grid-based strategy RPG, maybe tactical RPG. It might be fun. It might be all right. Maybe if you like Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy Tactics, this might be fun to play as well. But I don't have too much experience with those, as I've already mentioned a couple times, so I will just leave it at that. Abaddon 2: The Corruption, that is the name of that game. Abaddon 2. I don't know what happened to Abaddon 1. I don't have it. I don't know if it even exists on Steam or if it's like an old game that has to be listed somewhere. Okay. Abaddon 2: The Corruption. Which have you played more of? Turn-based or real-time strategy games? Probably real-time strategy, single-handedly because of Age of Empires 2. Yeah. Because otherwise, if it wasn't for Age of Empires 2, I wouldn't have too much experience with either of those two genres. But it's because of Age of Empires 2 that I have messed with the real-time strategy games a fair bit. But only Age of Empires 2. Not the whole genre, just that game. So technically I have more experience with it. Technically I don't want to say that I like real-time strategies better, because hey, maybe I would enjoy like XCOM or something more than I think I would. But it's a matter of trying it out. When a game it's a genre that's a little bit more risky. That's not like such a safe bet like an action game or like a platformer. Well, I mean, a platformer is not that much of a safe bet, but still, like if it's just like an action adventure game, you pretty much know if you're gonna like it or not. If it's a more experimental game, you might really like it, or you might not like it at all. It's all depending on what kind of games you like to play. Tactical RPG of some, and that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Okay, XCOM is cool but painful. Yeah, I was watching the few people that I have seen playing XCOM on the VTuber community specifically will always name their troops after other VTubers. So it does kind of add to the experience when you see, like, when I was watching like Hina playing XCOM and then she put like me. I was like, I don't remember what kind of unit I was. I was just like a tank, I believe, just like a beefy unit, and I was doing pretty alright, and then like I got killed. I was like, no, I died, and like I was in chat, so I was like pretending that I was like actually dying in real life in chat. That was funny. Oh my god. Yeah, if we can do like dumb shit like that, then that would make for a fun streaming experience. Absolutely. Okay, guess that's what some people do with Pokemon games too. Get chat or patrons to name their teams. Yeah, that's honestly fun. It's a cool little time. Okay, we're done with the A games. We're now moving to the B games. Back to Bed. It's puzzle game. So I don't know what else to say about it. It's just a puzzle game. It's probably alright. It's probably nothing wrong with it. I played it for a little bit. Not much, and it's again, it's puzzle games. It's for a specific audience. Whether I'm part of that audience or not, I'm not sure. I will have to give it a proper look again, and then we'll see. Okay, Back to Bed. That is pretty much unplayed, yeah. There we go. Resident Sleepers puzzles. That's exactly what this game is. Okay. Now let's see. What else we got? I wouldn't think I have as many B games as I have A games, but there you go. There's Bastion. I'm definitely gonna have to play this game one day purely because of the name. Because I know somebody's going to be out there spamming me. Hey, hello Bastien, can you play Bastion? Please, I'm begging you. But this is not a bad game. I remember when it came out, back in like 2011 or 2010 or whatever it was. I believe this is Supergiant's first game, or at least their first big game. And people were like, whoa, yo, this is great! This is awesome! Everybody has to play Bastion. And eventually I got it. I played it for a little bit and it was fun. Well, I have to go back to it one day and give it a more thorough look. But yes, I am looking forward to it, because with how popular Hades has been, and even Transistor and Pyre, I'm sure Bastion has a lot to offer as well. So we'll have to give that game a good look one day. Bastion, I played like a little bit, but not really enough to say that I started it. So Super Giants. Actually, how do you spell Super Giants? Super Giant Games. Oh, it's just no extra capitalization, just Super Giants. Super Giants baby steps. That's a fun way of doing. Yeah, well, this one seems quite unique. Yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it. Okay. But there's not much, again, there's not much I can say to a lot of games that I haven't played or don't know much about. Like, when I know a lot about the game and just haven't played it yet, there's definitely a topic of discussion that I can do there. But when I know virtually nothing, it's just, okay, here's the game. I'm going to add it to the collection and then we will move on to the next game. That's about all I can really do with those. Okay, back when they were super dwarf games. Okay, now the Batman games, this ones I do have a little bit more to say about, because Batman Arkham Asylum I have played on the PS3. A friend of mine let me borrow it, so I played it, and then I beat it. I was like, hey, fun game, and then that's it. Nah, I'm kidding. No, this game was talked about a lot back in the day because of its very influential combat system. Pretty much like every action game after this one either was still following the God of War formula or went for the Batman Arkham 4 battle system, where the idea is that your character is in the middle of a bunch of enemies surrounding you, and as long as you time your counterattacks correctly and your dodges correctly, you are pretty much untouchable. So you can just attack, and it's not about smashing the button, it's not about doing crazy combos, it's just about paying attention to your surroundings. That's the gist of this combat system. It's about looking at the enemies around you, studying what they're going to do, knowing what you can do, and not mashing buttons, but just pressing the right buttons at the right time towards the right enemies. And pretty much every hero game after this one used the same combat system. Pretty much a lot of open world games use this combat system too. And it's nothing wrong with it. It is a legitimately well made, well crafted, efficient combat system. It's just, you've heard the phrase, has the Batman Arkham combat system before. You've heard that phrase. I guarantee you have. You might not remember, but you have heard it. Okay. The only Batman game I'm remotely interested in is the one on the Sega Genesis. Genesis, not Genesis. Jesus Christ. My pronunciation is just messed up sometimes. Genesis game, The Adventures of Batman and Robin, has 2-player support. Would you be interested in doing a co-op soon? Sure. I mean, I'm not too familiar with it, but hey, any game is more fun with friends. Any game, doesn't matter what it is. You might not have a better, you might not play it better with friends, but it's definitely more fun with friends. And listen, the game should be fun. If it's not supposed to be fun, why bother? Okay, go ahead and add that in. Batman Arkham Asylum. Okay, so I did play this one on the PS3 and I finished it, but I didn't complete it. I remember that. I don't remember how many achievements I had, so. Okay, there we go. There's like a, is it really a 4? I'm gonna give it a 3, and then if I feel like it should deserve a 4 later, I'll give it a 4. I know it, people like Mark Brown from Game Maker's Toolkit and such like to bring out this game in particular quite a bit. So, It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up genre, which I am not familiar, but would definitely be more fun with a buddy. Especially if they're as inept as I am. Yeah, that would just make it even more fun. Oh, there we go. But hey! What do you mean 14 minutes and 53 seconds? I thought we were starting at... God damn it. Sony! I mean, fair enough. I'll give you this. I did start my stream kind of 10 minutes late, so I guess Sony can start their stream 10 minutes late. Yes. Sony lied. Okay, whatever. Just mute that for now. I mean, these are cool, like, animations that they have over here, but I'm not gonna stare at this for the next 14 minutes. We're gonna go back over here and keep adding video games is what we're gonna do. Alright. Batman Arkham City, Game of the Year Edition, I saw it said. I played this one for a little bit. Not in this computer, but back when I got my a new graphics card for my previous computer, I played this to test it out. And yeah, the graphics card was working fine, and then the game itself was good. This is the most... I'm pretty sure this is the one that most people like the best, Arkham City. Arkham Asylum is liked better by some people because it's more condensed. See, the main difference between Arkham Asylum and Arkham City is that, you know, gameplay-wise they're very similar. Arkham City does implement a couple of new features and fixes some problems that the first game might have had, but the overarching difference between the two is the stage where it takes place. Because Arkham Asylum takes place in the Arkham Asylum, and the Arkham Asylum is... I mean, it's not a small place, but it's, you know, each area within the Arkham Asylum is condensed. You can see, you know, they're all built in a very specific way so you can sneak around them, and the enemies are placed in a very peculiar way. It's a very handcrafted experience. Like, pretty much everybody is going to have the same experience with this. They're gonna apply the same strategies, more or less. Whereas Arkham City takes place in the city, and there are buildings that you can go into and have, you know, you'll have in those buildings you'll have the condensed experience from Arkham Asylum, but for the most part it's a much bigger game. And as we've learned over the years with video games, bigger does not mean better. Bigger just means that. It just means that the game is bigger. There's more things. There's more space. There's more abilities. It doesn't guarantee that those new abilities are better. It doesn't guarantee that they're necessary. It doesn't guarantee that it's gonna flow just as well as a smaller, more like handcrafted experience. The game is bigger. It is not necessarily better. Now, which one I'm gonna like better, I'll have to play this one. I'll have to play Arkham City, and I'll have to replay Arkham Asylum to let you know, because it's been several years since I played Arkham Asylum. But yes, that is, I did play this one for a while though. Speedrunners back to differ. Yeah, speedrunners will destroy it. Like, I actually watched just for the heck of it, I watched Outrageous Josh's speedrun, like world record speedrun of Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy. He beat the game in like 16 minutes and some amount of seconds. I know they remember the seconds. I don't remember the seconds, because the fact that he beat it in 16 minutes as is already like, what the fuck? He beat the game with only 8 power cells, I believe, because that's like, after applying all of the skips, that is the least amount of power cells you quote-unquote need to finish that game. Like, we could have watched that speedrun multiple times while waiting for Sony to get their shit together. You know, while we were waiting for that, we could have, you know, instead of watching this, we could just be watching Outrageous... Wait, what the fuck happened here? Oh! Oh, that's what's going on. Oh! Wait. When did my thing pull back? Oh, never mind. We only got a minute left. Yeah. I'm glad I noticed on time. I don't know how this thing pulled back. When did that happen? Yeah, I guess I was just lagged. I don't know. Okay, we got a minute left. So let me just... adding Batman Arkham City to Backloggery speedrun any percentage world record. When I was on a plate, just boom. There you go, Arkham City. Okay, great, excellent. Okay, I'm gonna silence this now. We don't need this anymore. Okay. I've been here just lurking and listening. I love hearing your thoughts about games. I appreciate it. Speaking of which, real quick before this thing was... You have 16 seconds. Go! Okay. Also, yeah. Okay, cool. So let me know if the audio needs to be increased a little bit. There exists an 18+ minute speedrun of World of Warcraft. I must know more. Fascinating. Okay, let's see. RP to T. Sounds okay so far? Okay.
There's some very unexpected developments in your future.
Okay, Crash 4's coming to PS5.
That will change the
We
course of your
knew
life.
that already.
That last part might have been a hair dramatic, but there's lots of awesome updates and additions coming to the Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time experience on PlayStation 5.
Real loud? Okay.
Hey everyone, I'm Lou Studdard, creative producer at Toys for Bob. I'm here to give you a feature rundown on Crash Bandicoot 4 on PS5. That includes 4K at 60 frames per second, adaptive triggers, 3D audio, and more.
Let's make this fun.
Okay, I want to be able to commentate over it.
In Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, we find the evil masterminds Neocortex and Dr. Entropy escaping a once-thought inescapable interdimensional prison, leaving giant holes in the universe.
Yeah, like...
What follows is a mind-bending adventure for Crash and his marsupial pals. We designed Crash Bandicoot 4 to leap off your screen, brimming with bold, vibrant environments and characters. Crash Bandicoot has always looked pretty suave. But wait until you see him spinning heads in native 4K at 60 frames per second.
I mean, okay, fair enough. 4K TVs are more accessible now, so I can get it.
There's little time to wait on loading screens. The DualSense wireless controllers
But,
bring adaptive triggers to
I
your
guess it's fine. I
fingertips.
guess the faster
So you
load
can
times is
feel
definitely the
blast
best
of
thing, because I
Neocortex's
believe that was actually like a
domination
general
and
complaint
or feel the
for
grip
Crash
when
4.
you grapple a ton of hook shot. Hold on tight when you feel the boost of Crash's jetboard, and really feel the
Oh, yeah, right, that's right. The adaptive triggers, like, just have better vibration. I always turn vibration off anyway, so it doesn't. That's not really much of a thing for me. That's 3D audio. Well, you need a 3D headset for that.
Achieving the infamous 106%
I don't have a 3D
completion
headset.
is the sign of a true Bandicoot master. But should our genetically mutated marsupial lose his way, leverage
I mean, I'm
PlayStation
still just
5
waiting for the
activity
PC
cards to
version,
track
which
your
it is coming to
progress
PC,
and
by
hit
the
your
way.
goals for things like time trials.
Well, you know, I mean, it's cool that it's coming, like, that there's an enhanced PS5 version. How many minutes are they going to waste on a game we already know about? Let's, how many have they wasted already?
Use the activity cards to get to 106%.
3 minutes.
Oh, and one more
Boy.
thing. If you own the PS4
We've got 30 minutes. That you've got 10% of your presentation has been spent on a game we already know about already, Sony.
Or your 100th, there's no better time to experience Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time on PlayStation 5.
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Next game.
Welcome back, Crash. The gang's all here on today's new edition of State of Play. We've got some great updates lined up for you. First, let's check out the latest on
Yep, I knew what Returnal was gonna make a return.
This spring from
Okay.
PlayStation Studios.
Hey everyone, we at Housemarque
It's a space scaring game, by the way.
Returnal. In Returnal, you will play as Celine, an Astra.
Celine, I guess, is the
Crash
name.
lands on an alien planet, Atropos.
I mean, the game looks fun. It's not bad.
Mysterious signal
And honestly, considering how long
Players will explore this
Retro Studios is taking with Metroid
planet
Prime
in
4, I
search
feel
for
like this is
answers
the
and
next
unfold
closest
mysteries,
thing
which
to
may
that
point to a
experience, where
larger
you,
force at play.
you know, it's a shooter in space where you're by yourself
Dashing
alone.
and quickly maneuvering
You know, it's
your
just a
way
third-person
above
shooter
and around
instead of a
enemies is
first-person
key to
shooter.
survival in Returnal.
Yeah, it does look fun. Like, don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't think this is a console seller. I mean, again, I'll give it the benefit of a doubt. I'll give it the benefit of a doubt. It
With the
might be
large
pretty
variety
good.
of enemies and the vast number of unique movesets each
Well, we'll see.
possess, combat situations prove challenging no matter what the circumstances are. Death is only the beginning.
And it has a death system where you don't
Every
just
time
die.
you die and restart,
You'll
the world
restart.
will change. The map will be different. Enemies will appear in new locations and in differing numbers, so you have to think fast and adapt. Here you can see
So it's
the
trying
use
to
of
be
the
kind of
one-game
like a
alt fire,
roguelike,
which
but
is
not
great
really.
for crowd control. This is one of many alt fires that you can acquire in the game.
One of the WoW speedrun was so quick, it's a reach level 10 run. Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
You will stumble across mysterious devices that can grant rewards to the player. These will vary from weapons, consumables, and upgrades, and they can completely change your playstyle and make each cycle feel unique. Besides the intense combat, Returnal also has a deep and engaging narrative. We allow players to piece together the puzzle.
Sony, you've said that about every single video game you've ever made in the past like 8 years. Every single game you make has a deep narrative. All of them, even the ones that don't, according to you. Okay. There are heirloom items in World of Warcraft that increase experience gain also. A mount you can use at level 1. Well, I feel about the booty prominence, because they're trying to one-up Metroid Prime in at least one aspect. Good one. Okay, but yeah, again, like this is the closest we're gonna get to Metro until Nintendo gets their shit together and ports Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3.
Exactly as I left it.
While we wait for Metroid Prime 4, which they should do. Absolutely. Like, why aren't they? Get on with it, Nintendo. We will buy the video games, I promise you that.
Returnal lands on April 30th, and it's developed by the talented team at Housemarque.
April 30th. That's not too far from now.
Next, let's take a closer look at a high-impact new PS4 game called Knockout City.
That's the same thing that they showed at the Direct. Okay. So yes, you're showing it for the first time on PlayStation, but you know we know about this game, Sony.
Hi, I'm Josh from
Nintendo beat you to the punch.
We're an indie developer based in upstate New York.
Okay, I mean it isn't it the 5th anniversary of Metroid? They have noticed. Yes, it is. It is the 35th anniversary of Zelda, of Metroid, and of Donkey Kong, and they might be something else. So. And I'm pretty sure Pac-Man has had his 35th anniversary like 2 years ago.
Use trick shots
something like
to
that.
lob a ball over a ledge or hook it around a corner.
Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of 35th anniversaries coming in the next couple of years because of you know, a lot of franchises that started in Nintendo. You know, like Metroid, Zelda.
Keep your wits about you and outplay your opponent to bring home a win.
Whatever it is, you know.
Let's jump into Team KO, our 3v3 mode. Teamwork makes
I mean, this game looks fun. It's Knockout City looks.
Coordinated team can still dominate.
It looks like quick fun.
A new map that you'll find in
it doesn't look bad.
It's the special ball for this match is Sniper.
It does have a little bit of a Fortnite art style, which
before they have a chance to react.
That's
beyond special balls.
You know, that's just a little bit of a of a thing. You know, it makes you not want to get it.
Can literally become the
but
ball, a new weapon for your team.
Again, the game itself looks fine. There's nothing wrong with the game itself.
Launch them high into the air with an ultimate throw.
It's just Electronic Arts. That's the problem. You know EA's gonna fuck it up somehow.
The team here at Velen has been
I don't know
obsessed
how,
with building this
but
world
they'll
over the
find a
last
way.
4
They
years.
always find a way.
Knockout City is coming out May 21st, and we'd love your
Like
help
the
in
only
final
games that
stretch
EA
of
doesn't
development.
fuck up is like
Rally your crew
their
and sign up for our
occasional
cross-play
indie
beta
game,
at
and in this case,
knockoutcity.com
that's
to play early
It
on
Takes Two.
PlayStation.
That game's coming out. That
See you
game looks
soon,
really good.
ballers.
But yeah, this loot boxes. Yeah, this game looks perfect for loot boxes, which is terrible. Is that game the utterly incomprehensible Nintendo Direct? With the utterly incomprehensible Nintendo Direct, yeah, where they had like a bunch
Time
of
for
people
something
speaking.
new. Here's your first look at an upcoming PS5 game from the team at Slow Clap.
Slow Clap. Not familiar with them. Especially neat to me because all those games are as old as me. Okay. Let's see. It's a martial arts game, probably? Yeah, so it's a martial arts game. That looks just like a faster-paced version of the Arkham's. We were just talking about the Batman Arkham games. This is just a faster-paced version of that. Okay. I mean, it looks kind of fun. Yeah, the art stuff's pretty cool. Sifu. That's the name of it. 2021 for PS5 and PS4.
That was the debut of Sifu, coming to the PS5 console later
Better have
this
a
year.
killer quirk to make you want to play
Now
this
let's
over
get an
Yakuza.
update on Solar
Yeah.
Ash, an
Oh,
epic
Solar
new
Ash. Okay, this
PS5
one's
adventure from Heart
This is the
Machine.
previous title. Absolver. Oh, okay. I was 100% a cutscene. Okay, Sifu looks alright. You know, not super hype, but it looks fun. I'll keep an eye out for it. Now this Solar Ash. This game looked really cool when they showed it
creative
for the first
director
time.
of Heart Machine. You might know us as the team behind Hyperlight Drifter. Today, I'm here to show you the first peek at gameplay for our new title, Solar Ash. Solar Ash is a huge, stylish 3D platformer focused on speed, movement, and fluidity. The game is
Oh,
set
you got
inside
my
a
attention.
giant black hole
3D,
known as
3D
the
platformer is the
Ultra,
magic
which is
words.
consuming everything in its
You've
path.
got my attention.
You play as Ray, a daring void runner who has decided to venture into this terrifying anomaly
You've
as a
arrived.
last-ditch effort to save her homeworld. Ray is extremely agile, able to speed across the world with abilities akin to skating. On the ashen clouds, she can quickly cover great distances in our huge world.
Yeah, that looks fun.
At its core,
I actually
Solar Ash is
enjoy
about movement.
a
Ray
good
has everything
movement
she needs to
system
flow through the
more
dangerous
than a
and
good
deep world.
combat system. Like when a game lets you just move around quickly and it feels fun to move around. I appreciate that a little bit more than
As
a
you
good.
journey to
Like,
save
obviously, a
your
good
planet,
combat system is
you
also
find yourself
great,
face to face with grotesque and violent
but like,
creatures.
you know, because I'm such a
Our combat
big 3D
system is
platformer
simple,
guy,
fast, and fluid, built to empower
good
players
movement.
and
That's
encourage
that's what you want.
As you explore
You don't
the
want me to
Ultra
buy your video game.
enemy
That's what you
encounters
want.
will scale to greater and
Parkour
greater
of the
sizes.
wild. Yeah, that's basically what this is.
Some of these creatures
It's
require
really cool.
speed and precise
Like a 3D
timing to
platformer with
defeat.
parkour elements. Yeah. Okay.
Ray will eventually need to face the massive.
Never said the art style is
sentinels
also nice,
wretched,
nice one.
starved beasts
Yeah, no jokes.
that
This
hold
does
the
look. Yeah,
key
this does look good. Hey, it's probably not gonna be a PS5 exclusive. It might come out on PS5 first. I can definitely see this coming out on PC as well, just
Solar
like
Ash is
Hyper Light
Heart Machine's
Drifter.
vision of the
Maybe even
adventure
on
platformer.
Switch.
The
It might not
giant
run at
spaces,
60 on
the field of
Switch,
movement,
but
the flow of combat,
with a little bit of
and
enhancement
high-stakes
and
battles atop enormous
sacrifice on
beasts
graphics, this
all
could
come
run on
together
Switch.
to bring players something we think is incredibly unique and, more importantly, fun.
I can't believe
This game
Sony's
is a
using that
labor of
word again.
love for
Fun.
Everyone on the Heart Machine
There
team.
was a time when
excited to
game
bring Solar
publishers
Ash
were
to
so
PS5 and
afraid of the
PS4
word
later
fun.
this year.
I'm glad we're done with that. Let's make video games fun again.
If you're a fan of scary games, this
Yes.
next one is for you.
The game is fun. If it's not fun, why bother?
Found you. You were nothing.
Is this Five Nights at Freddy's security alert?
Pathetic. But now,
Or is it something else?
are you ready?
Yeah, this is Five Nights at Freddy's. Alright. What does it play like? Let's see. When fear takes hold and reality fails, the stage is set. And insanity prevails. You are clear to enter. Welcome to Pizza Planet.
Gregory, we can get you out of here. You and me together.
Punk Rocker Chicken. Yeah, it's having fun with it, I guess.
They won't
It
stop
does
hunting
not
you.
look as scary.
None of them will stop hunting you.
Definitely does not look nearly as scary as Five Nights at Freddy's. It looks more fun, more interesting to explore, but not as scary. Yeah, but the furries are gonna go nuts over this one.
As I say, you will bring me what I want, and if you fail me,
Is that Freddy?
then you will, both of you, burn!
Yeah, this game is not scary. I never played a FNAF game, so I'm highly confused. Yeah, this. So, the regular Five Nights at Freddy's games, you are literally sitting. You can't move in those games. You
That
literally
was
just
a
look at
chilling
security
new look
cameras
at
and
Five
like
Nights at Freddy's security
activate
breach.
doors and shit to prevent the monsters from getting to you.
Up next, let's take a tour of Oddworld.
In this game, you actually
Soulstorm.
move. Like a lot. It's an exploration game, which will probably more fun.
Oddworld Inhabitants. Today,
But,
I'm
you
going
know,
to take you
anyways,
on a brief
Oddworld.
tour of our newest game, Oddworld Soulstorm.
Lorne Lanning introducing his hair video game.
Know why you have?
I have very
In
little
Soulstorm,
experience with
you reprise the
Oddworld.
role
I've
of
played
Abe,
like a little bit
accidental
of
hero turned unlikely
Abe's
leader of
Odyssey.
an emerging revolution. As you do battle
and like
through
the
weird
demo
and
of
wonderful
Munch's
environments
Odyssey, and
in
like
an
that's it.
effort to escape the all-powerful and eternally greedy Gluckins. We really wanted to bring this world to life with what we call 2.9D platforming, which adds much more depth and
2.9D?
immersion for the player. This sense of connection is also reinforced through the use of the dual senses.
I mean, at that point, it's just 3D, but like, I mean, it's just a 2.5D platformer. That's what it is. There is a term for it, Mr. Lanning. You don't have to make a new one.
There are well over 1,000 fellow Mudokons that you must try to save along the way. But they are far more than helpless workers looking to be saved. When used effectively, you'll be able to solve puzzles, harness their combined energy, and be given the tools they need to fight alongside you. And there will be times when the extra hands will be needed as you face off against an array of
Yeah, it doesn't
heavily
look
armed
bad. It's
enemies
just
that will stop at nothing
I
to
don't know
find
much
and
about
end Abe once and for all.
The Oddworld series. I know Kid Icarus is losing his mind.
Against this much
He
larger
freaking
threat.
loves
We
the
gave Abe
Oddworld
the
games.
ability to scavenge, loot, and pickpocket.
But I have
items
seen
from his
people say that they're
surroundings
not a
and use
fan
them
of
to
this one
craft an
because it's
impressive
just like a
arsenal of
it's
his
a
own
remake
that he can
of
share with others.
Ape's Exodus.
You can also play
And
as
like
a non-lethal
they're like,
pacifist
but why
or
are you
an
making
agent
a
of
remake
chaos.
of it?
We
Just make a
want you
new
to
game
have
already. Because they haven't,
there is
they
one
technically
iconic
haven't made a new
ability for our
Oddworld game
shamanic
since
protagonist,
Strangest Rat back in like
possession.
2005.
This mystical power allows you to take control of your foes and use their strengths and weapons against them, or use them to gain access to paths still ahead. The Oddworld universe is a diverse place, and this means that there are some environments and situations that require a little more thought, patience, and stealth. You'll find dark and dangerous caves, heavily guarded industrial sites, and ancient forgotten lands.
Well,
here we've built lots of opportunities for you to test your skills and find different ways to handle things. It won't be easy. If being hunted by an army backed by a shady and wealthy organization isn't bad enough, There are also more dangers in the forms of natural obstacles, ancient traps,
basically in all of these
swarming
games you
dark
can die
creatures,
by like
and
anything.
industrial hazards
I'm
that must be
pretty
dodged,
sure
crossed, and avoided.
Ape takes like one
Ultimately,
hit and he
Abe's journey
dies.
is one of hope, freedom, and truth. There's a rich and engaging narrative to discover in a world full of lies, and we've been able to bring our characters to life like never before. In true Oddworld fashion,
I swear every single PS5 trailer has to have something about the developer saying that we've never been able to do this before until the PS5 showed us the way. Like, it's fine, guys. It's fine. We know it's a powerful machine. You don't have to shove it in every single trailer. We get it. Also, April 6th. I don't think we had a release date before.
That was the
it's pretty
latest
soon,
on
actually.
Oddworld Soulstorm. And here's some exciting news. Active PlayStation Plus members will get the PS5 version for no extra cost starting in April. PS5 version for no extra cost starting in April.
Did you just... Alright, whatever.
Moving on.
This game.
It's time to catch up with Kena Bridge of Spirits.
Yeah, this game looks
new
fun.
adventure we last saw in the June
I'm
PS5
excited for this
showcase.
one too. Okay. It is very charming. It looks like a Pixar game. But like, not by Pixar. But still pretty good. Okay. Ember Lab.
The rats seem quite fond of you.
You don't like that tiny creature.
Something tells me you did not come to our village looking for forest creatures.
Hello, Spirit. I seek passage to the Sacred Mountain Shrine.
Yeah, the environments as well really looks good. It looks Pixarish in a very modern, bad way. The characters, I can see how they could give off that look. But the environment design here is freaking beautiful. Like that we can't deny. Now this is a lot of cutscene though. I would like some gameplay. There we go. Okay.
Trapped spirits linger here, tangled in the tragedies of our past. You must help these spirits if you wish to reach the mountain shrine.
It's okay. You have to go.
I mean, yeah, the gameplay is looking very similar to what we saw last time, though. It is more of the same, basically. But like that all looks cool. That character looks interesting. Yeah, so it's just basically setting us on it again. And the fact that they have so much gameplay ready for it means that it's probably coming out soon. So I can expect a release date.
Move on.
We can expect a release date, right? You're not gonna fuck it up, are you? Look kind of messed up. Okay. Kena, Bridge of Spirits. Release date? Release date? Oh, it's also going to be... Okay, August 24. There it is, yeah. So it is coming this year. Great.
Now let's settle in for a stylish new look at Deathloop, a PS5 first-person shooter.
I can catch up on chat real quick for this. I'm only complaining about it because their films are getting very saturated with a very generic kind of cute. I will laugh if this is anyway mechanically similar to Quest 64. The level design had better be good, or I'll complain that this would have been better off as a feature-length film. Very good one though, but still. Yeah. Anyway, Deathloop.
This little ditty goes out to the handsome asshole trying to break our loop. Cold. The visionaries are ready to dance. Are you?
This game it's interesting. What I'm confused about is how like the the second player trying to kill you mechanic is gonna work, because if you're already busy enough trying to do all of the main stuff in the game, and then on top of that you have to worry about some other asshole out there trying to kill you, and just you, and not trying to help you. Like, isn't that a little bit overwhelming? Like, that's my concern. But if that's not what's happening, then they found a way to, like, balance it out. And that's cool. It does look fun though. This is Octo Camo, the video game. Yeah, it's it looks like a fun shoot game. Like the guns look cool, the abilities look cool. It looks like it's fun to play. It's just that one mechanic, this one right here, where another player can just find you and kill you. And that's like literally their only goal, is to find you and kill you. That's what has me a little bit concerned. Oh, okay. I mean, let's see. Aeon. I guess that's the name of the company you're trying to take down. Am I gonna get the MC8 for this song? I just thought about that. Oh boy. Twitch, please don't kill me. TwitchCon. TwitchCon, I promise I'll hide the boing boings more often. A little bit more. Please don't kill me. Okay.
Song's over, people. And so is Ramblin' Frank. The rest of you motherfuckers are next.
Okay. Dark Souls-esque. Yeah, it's probably kind of like that. Now. This was just more gameplay. Which, again, I'm cool with gameplay, but like we've already seen this.
Before we leave, how about a huge update for one of 2020's most celebrated games?
So we are gonna get a Final Fantasy VII thing? Yep, okay, here we go. That's what some of you all been waiting for.
Cloud, quickly! Barrett!
Give me a break!
Jesse! Barrett!
Where you been?
Tifa! Help me!
But I think this is just the PS5 version of part 1, not part 2.
It's my turn.
Yeah, because it's running at 60. I don't think the original runs at 60.
A touching reunion.
Well,
guys, your girl finally made it to Midgar.
What is that? Is that Yuffie? Yeah, that's Yuffie. Hey!
My name is Yuffie, Materia Hunter and Elite Special Forces Operative for the new Wutai government. We'll prove to our common enemy that Wutai is not to be trifled with. Members of Avalanche, we got this.
I'm back.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah, we got Best Girl here.
Expecting you. What took you?
Sorry about that.
She's very animated.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sonon Kusakabe. Where's Cloud?
We lost him.
You what?
He will be okay though, right?
Well, of course he will.
They're the ones who blew up the reactors.
Cool. Should we say hi?
No, better not. After what they've done, you gotta assume Shinra's on their tail.
Look, a Moogle!
Stop! That can... Guys, you have guns, you can shoot them down. Okay, there you go, you get to play. Okay, that is a run cycle. Also, why is he wearing a Moogle outfit? Oh, that looks fun. Okay, there we go. Oh, that looks fun.
No freaking way!
I am excited to play as Yuffie. Yuffie looks very fun to play. I haven't played the first game, the first part yet. I did play the original 7, but not the remake. So I'm excited for that.
guys should probably get
And this looks pretty cool.
Got it.
Whatever it is they're planning, you're better off out of it.
They deserve what's coming to them.
Yeah, they do. But I'm not your sister.
What?
There you are.
Who are these jerks?
No clue. It just appeared.
Okay. Spider-Man remake. Integrate. Of course they couldn't just call it part 2. It's not allowed. Also, what the fuck was that? 6, 10, 21. Only on PS5. Oh. They did only. Oh wow. Wow, Square. Wow. Okay. Yeah, here's the enhanced edition on PS5 for the first game. It runs at 60. Looks better. Wow, Square, you just couldn't help yourselves. Yeah. Okay, let me catch up with the chat real quick. Trolls have been doing that without needing to be incentivized for years. If you've ever been good at FPS like TF2, you already know what to prepare for, yeah. Oh, look, a Moogle goes mimetic. It might. This Soren joke, I don't remember Final Fantasy VII enough to tell you who Soren is. Can't tell the difference. Graphically, there's more fog on the PS5 version. The lighting effects are a little better, I guess. That's what they're trying to say. And it runs at 60. The game runs at 60 on PS5. That's the main difference. Yeah, PS5 looks worse. Okay. No, it's running consistently at 60. Like cutscenes and gameplay and everything is running at 60. Predators displaying graphics at 4K resolution. Oh wait, no, there is a performance mode. Normal classic. What do you mean normal classic? Loading times. Okay, that is impressive though. That's fucking impressive. That's camera mode. Photo mode, I get it. People are gonna have fun with doing that with Tifa. Oh, people are gonna have so much fun doing that with Tifa. Nope.
Wait, what?
Oh wait, so it's... Wait, is this DLC for part 1 and not part 2? Wait.
You see that?
Square? Square, we don't want DLC for the incomplete game. You... Oh my fucking god. If you want a copy of the PlayStation 4, we should deliver for free. Okay. Remember, purchase after upgrading the PS5 version. So yes, the... Oh my god. Oh my god, Square, you can't lock the old players out like that.
Final Fantasy VII
I know you want people to move to the PS5, but you already put the game on PS4.
And that's our show. We hope you're as excited as we are for what's to come in 2021. See you next time.
Square name, difficulty settings to like fast food chains though, like it. Here's the quarter pounder difficulty. Oh, you want to play Whopper difficulty instead? We got that too, don't worry. Alright. There it is. Okay. They've had worse. They have absolutely had worse directs in the past. I mean, the state of plays. And those worst ones are when they focus on VR content. They did not focus on VR content today. Which is good. Nobody likes VR. Only a couple people like VR. And the people that like VR like it for Half-Life Alyx. We don't have Half-Life Alyx on PS5, do they? No, they don't. I mean, okay, PS PlayStation VR is not terrible, but like... I mean... whatever. Okay, point is, that was it. I mean, I guess you can't really follow up Final Fantasy VII with anything, but still. There it is. Okay, I guess we'll put this classic music thing I was listening to earlier. Yes, so EA officially kills Anthem next. Yes, I saw that. You know what? No, I've got a better idea. Here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, you know what the problem with this presentation was? Is that too much of it was just more trailers that offered very little on games that we already knew about. That's the problem with this presentation. So let me check over here what we got. So like we got a new trailer for Sifu. That's a new game coming out. It looks alright. It doesn't look bad, but it looks alright. Best game in the entire scene was that open world speed game. Yeah, Solar Ash. We've already seen a little bit of it, but this time we got to see like some proper gameplay. This game looks fantastic. That was the best thing from that presentation. Probably that Kena Bridge of Spirits looks pretty cool too. Like I'm actually excited for that one. And obviously Final Fantasy VII Remake is a big deal. Oh, I know that. Oh, obviously. But again, like they're locking out the PS4 players like that. Like, jeez, that's just mean. Okay, Crash 4, but better. Yeah, like we already knew about this though. Like they already announced that Crash Bandicoot 4 is coming to all new consoles, including Switch and PC. So like this was just like reminding us that is in fact happening. We got to see a little bit of gameplay of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, but like it just looks like it's first of all, as a horror game it doesn't look that scary. And as a Five Nights at Freddy's game, it looks very different. It doesn't look like a bad game. It just looks... It's not what you would expect out of Five Nights at Freddy's, and it doesn't look that scary. Again, it might actually have something in there that makes it really legitimately scary, but just from the character models are a bit too cartoony, and the game is a little bit too pretty. You know, that's the problem. This game is too pretty to be that scary. Like, there's a whole point about like PS1 horror games being particularly effective because they're ugly. Because they've got like this disgusting washed out textures and weird polygonal creatures that make the thing look ugly, and that's what makes it efficient as a horror game. This game's too pretty. It's not scary for... Jim Sterling said something about this like many years ago, and it still stands. Game's too pretty to be scary. Okay. Final Fantasy VII, but better. Shoot game, fight game, and like one or two good-ish games with substantial footage. I don't know how to feel about Security Breach, but I do want... Yeah, it doesn't look like a bad game. It's just... different. Anyways, theory. Security Breach is being designed as an action game, not a horror game. Yeah, that is entirely possible. Because if you end up like being able to fight the animatronics and stuff... I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen. You probably can't fight back, but still, like... I don't know. Jim made FNAF happen. It's possible. Very possible. Okay. So, you know what? Let's check out some other trailers that they released today on the PlayStation website. Oh yeah, Knockout City. Yeah, Soulstorm looks pretty cool. This game doesn't look bad. It's just EA. That's the problem. The Lost Cube. That looks alright. Star Wars Paintball VR. Nah, we don't need that. Fight Night Federation. That looks okay. Samurai Warriors 5. We know that already. Mortal Shell Enhanced Edition. We know that. Valhalla, Returnal. Yes, look at this. Yesterday we got a new Returnal trailer. And then they dropped another one today. Like, they really want you to buy Returnal. Sony really wants you to care about this game. Again, it looks good, but we get it. It's fine, Sony. You can calm down. Okay. Expect a lot of movement options, not combat options. Considering the obstacle course looking areas they showed. Yeah, that's probably a good guess. They could, if they were just gonna show so many trailers of games we already knew about, they should have shown this. Let me show you guys this trailer. This Takes Two.
Game director at
It actually looks really fun.
Gameplay of It Takes Two. The game is a co-op action-adventure platformer with a focus on marrying the story and gameplay.
Yeah, this actually looks really
Cody
fun.
and May, two parents that have decided to divorce. Of course, this upsets their daughter Rose, who creates two dolls that the parents magically turn into. And with the guidance of a cheesy love book called Dr. Hakim,
they have to stay
together. I really like this game designer's voice. Like, there's something about it. It's kind of fun. And this game looks fun.
Variation is insane. There are no similar scenarios. Every scene is unique. Whatever happens in the story will be reflected in the gameplay. Let me show you some examples.
Is that thing from Pace? Is that the thing from Pace Mastery? Look, you got squirrels. I gotta get the game now.
Now they are forced into a war between the wasps and the squirrels, using the squirrels' weaponry. Combine the sap gun and the match gun to create explosions.
Squirrels wearing clothes and holding guns.
To weigh down objects and open
It's Conker's Bad Fur Day 2, everybody.
Here's another example. This level is about finding Cody and May's lost attraction. They're given pieces of a magnet as a metaphor for their attraction.
Yeah, you need to stream. Yeah, I need to stream this ASAP. Yeah, and I think they're gonna mention it at the end of the trailer, because I already watched this trailer, but I want to show it again because this game just looks so good.
You have no sense of time. She is never at home. I can't be in two places at the same time, can I? Oh, unless you want me to clone myself.
Cloning and no sense of time.
There we go.
Cody can now
look, and this part is like the coins are Oh my god, you just sold me on the game more than I already was.
Actually, most of the levels in this game will have May and Cody using a new mechanic. So depending on what character you're playing as, you'll have a different experience.
Now yes, the game the thing with this game is that it's co-op.
We made the world interactive and fun.
I don't know if you can play it solo, but if it has co-op and it's built to be co-op, I would like to do co-op.
Minigames spread out throughout the levels for Cody and May to find and to compete with each other. And lastly,
look, it's
the Friends Pass, you only need to buy one copy of the game to play with your friends.
Yeah, see? So now, you buy one copy and then you can play it co-op with somebody else. They don't have to buy the game again. Yeah, friends play free. So this, why did Trailer Speaker Man just swear this super kid-friendly trailer? Because he was talking about, like, this game doesn't involve you collecting shit. So it's just every level is an interactive fun experience. But yeah, you buy a copy, and whoever friend you want to give it to or play with, they don't have to buy the game. They don't have to buy the game, so they just play, and that's great. So I am very much looking forward to this game. Anybody? Obviously, Aiken Labs, you're my first priority, but if you know, I'll obviously be open to just about anybody that wants to play this with me eventually. And let me show you another game that I saw yesterday that I am very, very looking forward to. Very much looking forward to. What was it called again? Something. Not Cyberpunk, Cyberfunk. Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. They released a new trailer for this yesterday. Yeah, so let me actually look it up properly so we can. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Get it from Team Reptile. Look at this. It's freaking Jet Set Radio again. They even got the music, got the art style, got everything. It's just Jet Set Radio, but not called Jet Set Radio. That's the only difference. I saw this game for the first time yesterday, and I need it. Look at the art. Look at, because the thing with Jet Set Radio is that, oh man, like the art style of that game and everything about it is just so cool. I know the controls can be kind of clunky, kind of like but you know, if we update that with modern design philosophies, boom, there you go. So here I just showed you 2 trailers that are like, that should have absolutely been on that state of play, and I would have been like, whoa, yeah, I want that. Yeah, seriously, yo, like indie games are so cool. Like indie games are getting so good. Like there was a time where indie games really did feel like just small little projects for the most part. But I don't know if I want to show this off, but sure, we'll have this playing in the background while I discuss. So indie games are like really fun because, like, you know, nowadays we have a lot of what's the name of it? We have a lot of tools to make games better. I don't know if I can talk seriously with this. In the okay, that's about enough of that. You know what? Yeah, sure. We'll go back to our music, to our classical music playlist. Okay. Once the beat kicks in, at least, yeah. Where's the first minute of Jerma's Pick Me 2 video when you get a chance, by the way? I mean, I won't show that on stream because I want you guys to actually watch Jerma yourself because Jerma's great, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, indie games are getting so good. Like, there's so many indie games that are covering the niche of what we once wanted, like spiritual successors in indie form are becoming more plentiful. 3D platformers are becoming easier to create for indie game developers. You know, back in the day it was pretty much just like side scrollers, and or like very basic first person games, and that's pretty much all indie devs could do. But now indie games are covering that niche that the mid-grade game used to cover back in the day. Like those games that weren't AAA but weren't indie either, they were like in that in-between. Indie games are getting good enough to cover that niche, which is very nice. Hard to believe less than 10 years ago Reggie himself was sneering down his nose at bedroom programmers, or whatever he called them. Yeah, yeah, bedroom programmers have evolved. They're now like condo programmers now. And I'm very happy for that. Very happy for them. I'm very happy for a lot of people. Alright. But you know what? Just so that we're not so that we don't end on an awkward note with the with this thing, there's one more Batman game, Arkham Origins. So I'll go ahead and add that real quick. Garage developers was the term. Okay, Arkham Origins. All I know about this one is that it wasn't made by the same developers as the other 2 games, so people didn't like it as much, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game, so we'll go ahead and add that real quick. Okay. So there. How about that? Batman Arkham Origins. Music is very powerful, maybe too powerful. Yeah, the name of this is "This playlist makes you feel like a 19th century villain." And it kind of works. It works a little too well, actually. It's bringing me to tears. Okay, let's see. This one's unplayed. Oh. Okay. And, go ahead and add jagged. Okay. Yeah, this. I've seen this being recommended to me on the front page a couple times, and I finally decided to click it. And you know what? Like, it's all classical music, so none of this is copyrighted. Like, it's definitely been more than 95 years since the composers quote unquote filed their copyrights. I'm pretty sure they didn't even do that. Okay, now would probably be a good time to split and get some rest. See you later. Yeah, so we're pretty much done with the stream tonight. So again, I will be streaming some Black Mesa later today, so We're gonna take a couple of hours off. That's a very impressive, that's a very powerful music. But yes, we will come back at 10 p.m. EST with some Black Mesa. So join us for that if you have the chance. And if you're not, then I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your night. Have a good day at work. Good luck with schoolwork. Whatever you're doing, have a good time with it. And I'll catch you guys in a few hours. Bye bye.